Boom. I'm leading the show. Boom. Perfect.
Boom. Bro, we're back at it.
Finally, it's been too long.
At it. All right. So let's just freaking rip it. All right. We're going to talk about something super sensitive for a lot of people, right? And I feel like a lot of people are really dishonest about this one topic. STDs.
You're right.
STDs, man.
You're right. The dishonesty is there.
The
dishonesty is there.
Not only is the dishonesty there, the STDs are out there.
Oh, yeah.
People act like they don't exist, right? They try to pretend like it's not a thing. You know what I mean?
It's like you never talk about it, and whenever it's brought up, super awkward.
Yeah, they're just like, not me, bro.
Not me. I would never.
No, I don't raw dog. I don't go raw ever.
If you ever said that you've never raw dog, you're a liar, bro. You're a dog.
All right, so I know this is gonna make me look really bad, but I'm just gonna say it, right? Out of all the times I've ever had sex, there was only a very few of them that asked me to put a condom on.
Word.
They were the first ones to be like, hey, do you have a condom?
Yeah.
And if that's the case for me, I know that's the case for a lot of people. Plan B always sold out.
Yep. The thing is, like, people really are not prepared these days. I mean, they just roll up and they're like, oh, do you have one? No. Do I have one? No.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do?
Because everybody's
not gonna do it.
Exactly. Like, no, you're gonna do it.
You're gonna do it.
You're gonna do it. You know,
you're gonna run that risk.
Yeah, you're gonna risk it for the biscuit.
Exactly. But the thing is, bro, it's just so risky. I just try to plan it well. I'm thinking, who is this girl? Where's she been? Has she been in the streets, or is she
for the streets?
Yeah. Is she for the streets, or is she nice and clean downstairs? And honestly, you never know.
You would never know. What are you gonna do? Pull up your last test results and bring it with you? Hey, baby, I'm negative. Check this out. I got a receipt.
Check it out right here.
Yeah, I got an app. Oh. Yo,
that would be smart.
An app that links you to your last test, bro. I think that's kind of smart.
That would be really smart, actually.
We said it here first.
Yes.
So, yeah, I feel like a lot of, and you know what's the worst part about STDs? Not only do people act like it doesn't exist, but people treat STDs like their bank account after a weekend of crazy spending. They know that they did damage, but they don't check it. They're trying to avoid to check their bank account because they knew they
I know, and the anxiety of getting checked too.
Yeah.
Like I had a scare where I had to go get checked. I had a previous partner call me up and be like, I tested positive for the big C, and I was like, oh.
Whoa, the C?
Right, the C, and I was like, damn, I gotta go get checked immediately. So I went, got checked. Thank God. Clear. Yep. All good. But that was scary. I was sweating. I was very nervous, to say the least.
Yeah, I bet, man. So back in the day, right? I think it was a Wednesday, 2004. Back in the day, man, if you didn't get tested, I could understand why. Do you know how they used to test back in the day if you were a dude? They used to stick a ginormous Q-tip down your pee-pee hole. Straight down the pee-pee hole. Straight down the shaft.
Oh, no.
And not only was it in there, but then they did a little twist.
Oh, no. That's like my nightmare, bro. Like I had a nightmare one time where someone stuck a screwdriver down there. I was like, oh.
No. So, and you know what the worst part about it was? The only reason why I was getting this test was because I was dating this girl, right? And she was like, yeah, you can hit it raw if you get a test first. And I was like, say less.
She was so fine that it was not even a question. Yeah. It was a plan.
Well, I was so young at this point. That was probably only the third time I ever had sex. We were both pretty young. So like at that point, I was like, raw? Let's go.
Let me call up my doctor real fast.
Yeah. I had an STD scare once. So I was dating this athlete. I believe that she was a softball player. I'm a sucker for softball players. And so anyway, she wore a lot of tight jeans. And athletes in tight jeans is a terrible combination, as I'm going to explain. So basically what happens is, and mind you, this is only like the 4th time I've ever had sex. Mm-hmm. So what happens is, we do the damn thing, and unprotected, and then I get home, and my shit is kind of, bro, it feels a little off, right? So I was like, okay, maybe it's nothing. So I go in the shower, hit it with that freaking, with that soap, and then
hit it with that. Put it to the side. Hit it with that shower head to the side.
You know what I mean? And a couple days later, man, still. So at this point, I'm scared. I am petrified. But I'm not going to talk to her about it, right? Because I don't want to, that's awkward. It's so awkward.
And you don't want to make her feel bad because clearly it wasn't you.
It wasn't me.
Didn't have these problems beforehand.
Me. Right. So what ends up happening, I go to the doctor. Finally, I go to the doctor. I said, Doc, this ain't looking good for me, bro. I'm in pain. This is hurting. And I literally thought my dick was going to fall off.
Oh, no.
Turns out that I freaking acquired a yeast infection from her.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
Thank God, though. When he said it's a yeast infection, I was like, I don't even know what that means.
But it doesn't sound bad.
But it's not chlamydia, right?
Yeah,
it's not herpes.
Yeah, bro.
And then, and then the best part about the whole situation, he was like, well, I could give you this cream or whatever, but to be honest, the best way to get rid of yeast infection is yogurt with the freaking whatever's in it, the live cultures. So not only was I pounding down yogurts like a madman, I would be in my living room watching TV with my dick in a yogurt cup. just chilling, dude.
Yo, could you taste it though? Remember the teriyaki sauce and the soy sauce with the dipping their balls in it, bro?
Oh my God, bro. I'm not gonna.
You were like,
yeah,
vanilla.
Well, dude, and the thing is, I felt really guilty because it felt mad good.
I bet it kind of did.
It did feel good. So yeah, that was the first time that I ever had an experience, and I'm gonna be very honest. I actually did acquire one time an STD, but this one was actually not my fault. She was for the streets, bro. We were in a relationship. No. She cheated on me. And get this, bro. Get this. It wasn't even her that told me. It was her ex that she was cheating on me with.
So the boy hit you up?
The homie hit you up. The homie messaged me.
Mad respect to that homie for letting you know, though. I have so much respect for him.
He's a real one. But still hurt my feelings, right? Because he's like, hey, your girl, not only is a girl cheating on you, but you probably got something, an STD, right? So at the time I was living with her because I was going through some hardship. So I'm living with her, and then the worst part about it, it was so embarrassing because I'm here heartbroken that I got cheated on, but I'm also carrying out boxes, and in the back of my head I'm like, and I got a freaking STD on the way to freaking packing my stuff up.
Oh my.
But that story taught me a valuable lesson. I always used to judge people that got STDs. I always thought that they were for the streets. I always thought that, when you hear that somebody got an STD, you automatically have all these things in the back of your mind, whether you say it or not, right? But then that taught me a lesson that sometimes it's not their fault. Sometimes they're just with a person who's out here being nasty.
And a lot of the times they don't even know,
Yeah.
You don't know until you get tested. And but if they did get tested and they knew, that's messed up. You should go
to jail.
There should be a heavy fine or a prison sentence with that. But anyway, my personal policy, because I am very scared about these things, is always to wrap it before you tap it, except for on special occasions. I have definitely raw dogged my fair share of times, but it has been with the same partner and a good partner at that.
Yeah. And
but other than that, always wear a raincoat in the rain.
For sure. That's the least that you can do. I feel also people treat STDs what really confused me in 2020? More people got tested for COVID than they did STDs.
That's kind of messed up.
Isn't that crazy? You're getting tested for a flu, but literally you can die from an STD.
Oh yeah.
Or have warts, and you're just
Yeah,
whatever. I'm gonna get tested for COVID instead.
Yeah, I'll go get COVID tested, not STD checked.
And people treat COVID like that's an STD. That's the weirdest part.
That's true. There's more like social anxiety about people having. Oh, you had COVID. Oh my, stay away from me.
Yeah, people wear masks, but they don't wear condoms. That to me is freaking
bro.
ridiculous, bro. That to me is ridiculous.
Yo,
STDs.
gnarly.
We're doing a survey around the country on the way population handles themselves and speaks and deals with their friends and interact with their peers.